never done YouTube Live yet.
Yeah? It's not too bad.
No!
It's not too bad. It's just, There we go. Okay. Got audio. What's up, guys?
It's like, it's weird because it's super delayed.
Yeah. Yeah, I just use just this to keep an eye on everything.
No, it's cool though. I dig it.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're just getting set up, getting started. Alan, thanks for joining us, buddy. Yeah, we're pretty excited. We're pretty excited ourselves.
Stupid excited.
Alan, thanks for joining us, buddy. Yeah, we have an hour and 15 minutes until
T-minus.
until heartbreak. Just utter, total heartbreak.
Any glasses? I can't see anything over there.
It's just a bunch of people showing hype.
Oh, groovy.
Yeah. Let's see. Who do you think... Hold on. There's a lot of questions coming in. What should you order to eat while you're watching this? While you're watching this one, I wouldn't go with anything with a lot of red sauce. Chinese might be good. Let's see. Who do you think will die? I think a lot of people are going to die. As far as main characters go, who do you think? Like, who do you think might be the first to go?
I think any of the characters that are like it's gonna be one of the characters that are important, but that are also expendable. I think it's gonna be somebody like the Hound.
Yeah, I think.
Like that.
But see, I think it might be a blend of both. I think we're gonna lose a couple key players, and I think we're gonna lose a couple, people that aren't essential to, like, say, the safety of the realm or the future of the realm. But I think we're also gonna see a lot of people survive that we didn't expect to survive, and a lot of people go that we weren't ready to see go.
Mm.
By the way, everyone who all are joining, this is Vaughn. Some of you might remember him from our attempted Westworld series that got taken down almost immediately.
Sad face.
But he's joining us for tonight's reaction with Shelby and Ethan, so it's gonna be fun. Danny and Drogon survive. I mean, I guess we'll see.
Definitely they're gonna survive.
Jon and Danny survive. I think tonight's episode is too early for Jon or Danny to go.
Agreed.
Bran dies. I think so. Or unless Jaime sacrifices himself to save her. Hound gets brought back by Beric. Bet comes out of left field. Will the Night King raise the dead in the crypt? Released last month. Jon and Danny appear in the Dragonstone.
I don't know if the Night King can just like raise random dead. I thought they had to be killed by a White Walker for them to raise them.
So I think if they're dead, the Night King can raise them as far as like raising the dead. But to create like someone a white from someone, the Night King has to touch them while they're alive.
So that'd be interesting if you brought them back.
Yeah, make sure you aren't posting any spoilers in the comments, please. I think Jorah, let's see, he says, I think Jorah might go tonight.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
He like literally has been on this giant path of redemption the whole time.
Bro, he's been working he's been working so hard for Danny and like trying to like the thing is with Jorah, that storyline was so rough because like he was a spy for literally just like a second before he realized that Danny wasn't worth it.
Right.
Like Danny wasn't worth the betrayal of her, and then he immediately stopped. You know, like the moment he realized she was someone that he cared about, he stopped. But like he stopped the spying.
Right.
Know? And like it was just that little bit was enough to break her like trust of him and to have him banished, and then like all that stuff that happened from that. You know.
I just rewatched that episode actually when he got banished the first time with Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
It was before the battle in the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super heartbreaking.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's got a Valyrian steel sword right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
From Sam, that was really nice.
Yeah, that was a really good scene. I wonder if like, you know, if that's gonna come into play as far as like him taking down someone important, like on the other side, you know, or if it's just gonna have him last longer, you know. But I wonder if the sword, him having that sword, is gonna do more than just make him, you know, a stronger weapon, you know.
Right.
Like maybe it will have some importance.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, it'll be one of those things where he dies and someone else just picks up the sword and uses it, but he was like there to sort of place it in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Might be something like that. I definitely think someone's going to die today.
Yeah. I think so. They said that like a third of the cast is gonna be gone. I don't know if that's just a lead on, you know, by the producers to kind of get everybody worked up.
Wait, this episode or after the season's over?
They said by episode 3, like a third of the cast is gonna be gone.
Holy fuck! I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying at work all this time, like Timmy and all them. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna lose that many characters at once.
Yeah, I'm worried about the crypts. Someone says they're worried about the crypts. So all the women and children are in the crypts. Sam, Gilly, and Little Sam are in the crypts. And we see that, like, in the trailer, we saw Arya running in the crypts, and it looked like she was running from something. So I'm hoping the crypts... I'm hoping nothing bad happens in the crypts.
Yeah, agreed. Might need to watch the trailer before. I haven't even seen the trailer for the new one yet. I haven't even seen the trailer for the one tonight.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I haven't watched the trailer. I don't watch the trailers for the next episode, but
sometimes they give too much away.
Yeah, I watched the behind the episodes of like the current episode that we're watching. Like after that's over, I watched the behind the episode. Last week's was really good. They talked about just like all these reunions and everything that they had. Like they talked about the Brienne knighting scene and how I forget the actor's name that plays Jaime Lannister. He has 2 last names. I forget his name.
I forget his name too.
But he completely like not improv. He didn't improv. It's that, you know, the knighting ritual that was all real. But like apparently he talked about how he like blacked out in that scene and just like he was so like focused on knighting Brienne that like he lost himself, and that's like you can really see it in that scene. Like it came out really well.
Well, I mean, what part did he start blacking out on? Like, was it from the very beginning of the scene? Like the whole scene, the whole knighting scene? So like the whole entire knighting scene was like...
Well, like, so when she kneels down in front of him and he like he does the knighting ritual, like the director said in the behind the scene, or behind the, what's it called? What do they call that? What do they call it, guys? Behind the episode? He just talked about how Jaime was just like, he was so like infused in that scene that after it was over, he was like, was that like, how did that come out? Like I don't even remember like the scene.
Oh wow!
Because he was just so into it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that scene.
Do you know what Azor Ahai is?
It's supposed to be like what Jon is supposed to be, either Jon or Daenerys. It's like the whole like prophecy.
Yeah.
The prince is promised.
Yeah.
Or princess.
Or princess.
Yeah, there's some like people that think that Jamie might be Azor Ahai. And like
Jamie?
yeah, Jamie.
Oh, okay. Continue. Sorry.
I think that's just a fan theory, but it's interesting. And like I think in the lore of the books or whatever, the history, the historic Azor Ahai that brought forth Lightbringer, like sacrificed his lover, like, and that she became Lightbringer, and so like I don't know. There's theories that Jaime will have to use Cersei, like sacrifice Cersei,
or Jon have to kill Daenerys.
Yeah, that's how like a lot of people say. But I don't know if they're gonna bring Azor Ahai or Lightbringer into it because we haven't heard about any of that in the show so far. And so to bring in such detailed and like such deep lore, I feel like it might be too late, you know? But I could be wrong.
What are you talking about?
Azor Ahai.
They talked about it a lot in the show.
Have they?
Yeah, Melisandre's brought it up like every chance she's got. That was her whole. That was the whole.
That was her skit.
Yeah, her whole thing. Whenever she first comes into, when she's introduced in season 2 or 3, that's she's given the whole rundown of Azor Ahai.
But they never say like specific terms, right? They never say.
No, she does. She says that sword will be light-bringer. Like, that's why he takes the sword out of the fire, and that's why they do all that. I mean, literally, I think it's like when you first meet her, she's doing that whole monologue about it, and she says it over and over again.
So, what do you think? Do you think Jon's gonna end up as Azor Ahai?
I think Sir Davos is Azor Ahai.
Sir Davos?
Sir Davos.
Oh man, how so?
Well, I mean, it was a video I watched, a fan theory, but it's a thing that I watched a while ago. So, supposedly Azor Ahai is supposed to be the one who unites a world of ice and fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all mythos. It's all legend. So it's like open to interpretation. So some people are saying that a world of ice and fire is Jon and Daenerys.
Yeah.
He's the one that brings them two together. It's also to bring about the prince who was promised. Like when Jon's reborn, Davos is the last one in the room, and he says something to him. Like you can't hear what he says, but he says something to him. So some people think that he's the one that actually brought Jon back. That it wasn't Melisandre, but it was something that Davos, like his belief in Jon, brought him back.
That's super interesting.
Yeah. And then like I forget about the other stuff, but that was the basis of it. But yeah, I don't know. Probably total bullshit. I don't know, but I think it's cool. And I love Davos. So if he actually was more than just a
smart guy,
a smart guy with a voice of reason, if it actually was something like that, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So.
Wait. So are Azor Ahai and the Prince who was promised the same
person?
I thought they were the same person.
Yeah. The Prince who was promised. Have you seen my balm of that
Your
CBD balm that I got?
No.
I can't find it anywhere. My hand is killing me.
It sounded like you said bong for a second.
No, not my bong. I don't smoke. I can't find it anywhere. Rats.
What do you guys think about this Azor Ahai thing?
Jon is hopefully dying. No, I feel so sad.
Gildem. I don't know how to say that name. How's it going? Welcome, guys, to all who have joined us. Thanks for joining. Attack on Titan 3, yeah, I know people have been messaging me all day about it. I had to prepare for tonight's episode of Game of Thrones because that's kind of what, like, the whole, like, a lot of the nation is waiting for tonight. So I'm prepared for that, and then I'll watch Attack on Titan tomorrow.
I can't wait to see the new episode, too. I'm still a little ahead in the mangas. So I've, have theories of what's going to happen on the first episode, but I haven't even seen the trailer yet, I don't think.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be really good.
French fan, well, thanks for joining us. Are you in France right now watching? Greek. It's awesome. Yeah, that's what the I think he says. I think it is unlikely that he will be involved in it since the show is almost done. Talking about Azor Ahai, I guess.
Oh.
And like Ethan said, they made mentions to it, but it's like for Jon to like pull a sword out of the fire or whatever, whatever happens for that to happen. I feel like it might be a shock for a lot of people, Like, I feel like it could potentially. I don't know if they've given enough lore behind it yet.
Also, people think that it's not a literal sword of fire. It's like could mean a Valyrian sword.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
yeah.
It would have to be a Valyrian sword. Like some people think that he's gonna take Longclaw and do it or something. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a strong sequence in the books, but I just don't know what they're gonna bring in the movie. I don't know what they're gonna bring into this show, as far as like all this background lore and stuff.
It could just be like a quick recap they do.
Yeah.
It might happen during this episode. They might just have like little inklings of like re-explaining the prophecy.
Yeah, they could. They could potentially. Show your ass to the camera, Ethan.
Ha! I can't find the shit anywhere. I need it.
Someone's bringing up Euron Greyjoy. I just watched a video. How do you feel about Euron? This series.
He's the uncle, right?
Yes.
I mean, of course he's like a fucking dick.
Yeah. I watched a video today on how much they have passed on Euron from the books, like the lore of the books. Like in the books, Euron is such a intense character. Like he's been like to so many dangerous and various places around the world that he has like acquired all these different like talents and magics and artifacts and all these things.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He's really scary, really intimidating. He's like really intelligent. He's completely crazy, and in the show, he's just an asshole, like a clever asshole,
Yeah, like a super arrogant, bitch ass dude.
Yeah.
Although if Jaime dies, though, I can see like if Cersei actually lives through this episode, I could definitely see her using him as like oh yeah, this is the person who gave me this baby since she's like pregnant.
Yeah. Well, unless she's not pregnant, there's that theory. Yeah, see, everyone has so many different theories. People think Jaime might kill Cersei. People think Euron might kill Cersei.
I'd expect Jaime more than Euron.
This is... Let me see, get down. This is the thing. First of all, like, Jaime has to survive tonight, first of all. Then, we have the whole thing with, like, Bronn being tasked with like killing Tyrion and Jaime, which I don't believe that's gonna happen, but it could.
It could happen, but it's totally not gonna happen.
Yeah, I just they could surprise us. Like this whole thing. My whole theories about Tyrion. I feel like Tyrion might be up to something, and if that's the case, if that's true, then a character that has seemed so honorable all this time could be flipped on its head. And I guess a saying could go like it could go the same with Bronn. Like we've seen him as like a sellsword this whole time, and so I think a lot of people are expecting his like friendship and relationship with Tyrion and Jaime to like bring about his change, and he'll actually like he won't just like be a sellsword, he'll actually commit to that friendship and be behind, have their backs. But it could go the other way around where he actually does it, and it shows how like
how much he is a sellsword.
Right. And I think either one, will be I think people could enjoy that telling of the story either way, whichever one. I feel like they could do either or in a good way. I want to see Bronn come out as a friend, as a true friend. You
I
know?
do too. Especially since, like, if Bronn did decide to kill any one of them, someone else would have to save them because he could definitely take them both.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna defeat the Night King tonight. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, definitely not.
It's gonna be a long battle. I think it's going to continue into next episode, and possibly the episode after that. Honestly, I don't know what to expect for tonight. I don't know. It's gonna be a shit show. I know that.
I just want to see Daenerys and Jon's like interaction during this episode during the battle, and of course I want to see Jon on a dragon, killing some White Walkers too.
Yeah, this is the thing. Dealing with so we know that Brienne is running a command on the left or something, and Jaime last episode asked if he could fight with her. The only thing is that Jaime's not a really good fighter now. You know, not like he was. He's having to use his left hand, and he's not he trained a little bit with Bronn, but we never saw him actually, you know, rekindle his talent for sword fighting.
Yeah,
you know, even with all that training.
Which is crazy because like he's like a part of the richest family in the world, and he's got like these awesome blacksmiths around him. You think he would have made like some sort of dagger hand or like some sort of like contraption or something like that. I feel like it'd be incredibly doable, and it would give him
the one thing
advantage.
that surprised me with him losing his hand is how much he lost his like sense of battle tactics.
Right.
Like it's like yeah, he had to use his left hand, but it's almost like he forgot how to fight in general. You know, like he forgot how to. It's like whenever he was sparring with Bronn or with Brienne or anything, it's like he forgot how to parry. He forgot his like footing. Like he became like really clumsy, which some of that kind of felt a little weird to me. Is like he completely forgot how to be in a sword fight when he just switched swords when he had to use his left hand. You know.
Although like using a left hand is a complete bitch in sword fighting. I was taking Kindle for a while, and like my teacher pretty much said they are no left-handed swordsmen. So it's like everything you learn is just like, you know, from a right-handed perspective. So your footing and everything, you know, depends on that. So I could see him being like clumsy and stuff like that. But yeah, he does seem like extra clumsy.
Yeah.
With everything. And like I said, you think that he would have like made some sort of like sword dagger hand contraption or hook or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like all you made was like a golden hand. It's like, what are you gonna do with that?
Yeah.
Make interchangeable hands since you can take them off.
Yeah, a lot of people think that the battle, like they're gonna. So some people say the Night King isn't gonna attack Winterfell. A lot of people think he has an ulterior motive, which I could see that. One of my friends said that he thinks the Night King is gonna go to King's Landing. But I don't see how that would help. Like, I don't see how the Night King... And we don't know who the Night King is and what he really wants, apart from what Bran said, which was to erase humanity. But for him to, like, go separately to King's Landing makes his motive seem very, like, just really, more strategic than you would think. And I would wonder why he would have so much like clarity and some like with Cersei and like King's Landing. Like, why go straight to King's Landing if he's just marching his army down south? You know, why that one capital? You know, that sounds strange for me.
Yeah, I think that sounds really strange too. Just because like geographically, I feel like there's no way he can get his army there without like people noticing. I mean, he can fly there by himself.
Yeah,
but I mean that'd be like.
Why go to one random location when he's just trying to take over, like when he's just trying to kill all humans, you know?
Right.
What would be the point of that if what Bran said is true? Why take all that, why go to one capital location whenever he's just trying to kill everybody?
Yeah, that really wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. I'm seeing so many different theories. It's really funny. Can you see okay?
Let's see. Not really. Let me just move this a little bit closer. Smidgen. Arya trained as a lefty. Oh, I didn't know that.
Bran said that the Night King was coming for him, and so that's why they said that they're going to put Bran in the Godswood in Winterfell to lure the Night King in, but I don't know if the Night King's going to fall for that. Yeah, they say the Night King wants something. They have to give it to him to make him stop. And a lot of people say that the Night King was promised a prince or something. And that's like, what he wants. He wants like the prince or princess promised. So maybe he's coming for Jon or Dany, but that's more, just more theories.
Right. And I doubt like him just like killing them and then, just packing up his armies like, oh, I've got this person. I'm good.
Yeah. Jalil, you think I look like Jason Momoa? Or you think he looks like Jason Momoa?
Oh, I'm so blind. I can't even see it.
I know, you were so blind.
It just looks like little blurs.
Mikey, what's up, man? Welcome.
Well, if they were calling me Jason Momoa, thank you because he's gorgeous. I want that to be like my final form when I'm like turn 32. I just get like bigger muscles and cooler tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
I just like turn into like a clone of Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that thing about the crypts, I'm really worried about the crypts tonight. I think someone made a reference to Titanic, because you see like Sam and Gilly and Little Sam laying in the bed with an overhead shot, which is like a shot that was in Titanic, and then you saw those bodies like frozen in like, or like flood, the room was flooded and they died in that room, and that's what someone said, compared it to the Sam and Gilly thing. So like potentially we could see the whole crypts like freeze over.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people are dead in the crypts? Isn't it just like people in the Starks who are important? So
well, there are a lot of dead in the crypts, but I don't know if the magic will work like that, because they're so dead.
Yeah,
they're so dead. Yeah. Oh, I've heard really good things about Endgame, Mike. I think I have a lot of friends who went and saw that, and they said it was really good. So to watch Endgame and then watch Game of Thrones tonight.
That's a crazy ass day.
That's a heavy week, man.
Wait, did you already see Endgame?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet either.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I'm waiting until Monday when I don't have to deal with like a bunch of kids at the theater.
Yeah, Kyle, John, Danny, I believe they're safe this episode too. I think it's too early to knock any of the big players off, but I mean we've seen it happen.
Yeah, true. I feel like it definitely be like an end of the season sort of thing though.
Yeah.
If any of them really died.
Yeah. So with John and Danny's conversation last episode, I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think we still need some time for those two to come to terms, and I think if they're in the middle of fighting, we need to resolve that issue of John being the true heir, of Danny's desire for the throne for so long, and all this like mixed up information, all this like new stuff that's kind of she has to think about,
like
so
incest.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she'll be that concerned with it, because her mom and dad were brother and sister.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because she didn't even really bat an eye at that.
No.
Honestly, he really didn't seem like he batted an eye either.
I know. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with that whole scenario. It really feels like this whole I feel like this whole show, like the only people who said that incest was bad was I forget the church's name. The
church that got blew up, the sect.
Yeah. The set, like, they're the only people in the entire series who have, like, kind of, like, came out against, like, saying that it was unholy and it was sinful and stuff.
Well, people make fun of it, too. You know, even Tywin Lannister definitely was not down with it.
Right, yeah, that's true.
He's probably... Man, Tywin Lannister's, like, motto is, like, these fucking kids. He's dealing with everything with his kid all the time.
Yeah.
He's still a great character, though.
Tywin was awesome. I really liked him. I think that actor is so good.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. But he is incredible.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in anything else either. I've only seen him in Game of Thrones. But he's just... So one of my favorite scenes in the entire series is when Jaime loses... Does he lose to Robb the first time? Or no, he does something wrong. And he goes to Tywin. It's like season 1 or 2. I can't remember.
He's like
he's the
gutting a pig or something?
No, he's skinning a deer.
Skinning a deer, there we go.
And that scene is so good because coming from an acting, like going to acting school and coming from a theater background and everything, whenever actor has like a task that they're doing while they're doing their scene, it really adds a lot. And him like skinning that deer, and he's really like I don't know if he's really skinning it. I feel like that deer was probably already skinned, and then he just like does the motions with the knife to make it look like it. But
he did it very well.
He's staying very active, and it's like he's like staying on task, which makes you believe that what he's doing is real.
Right.
You know, like he's not just like, you know, constantly getting distracted and stuff. He's like staying on task because he's like that's an important task for him, and he's like not giving Jaime his full attention because Jaime isn't like worthy of it as much as the task that he's chosen for himself, you know? So I really like that scene.
That's very Tywin-ish.
Yeah, I really love that scene. I think Charles Dance, is that the name of Tywin? Yeah. A stag. Oh yeah. That's true. That's true. What would you do if you had a really hot sister that gave you that look? I don't think we would do anything.
Agreed.
Probably slap her.
No, just sit down and be like, this is why you shouldn't be giving me this look.
Yeah. Charles Dance, yeah, that guy's awesome.
That's a good name, too. Charles Dance.
If it was a stepsister, fair game. It's so wrong. It's so wrong, man. We have about 15, 20, 25 minutes left on this stream, guys. And then we are going to go off and prep for the episode. So, any last comments over this next few minutes?
Did it freeze?
Oh, yeah. That's weird. Sorry. Sorry for that.
I don't know if it froze to y'all, but it froze to us.
Yeah. Everything we've been through, is that the Game of Thrones special that they came out with all the actors are talking about their experiences? Because I saw that and I didn't know what I was watching when I watched it, and I should have recorded it because that was a really good little clip. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that.
It's where like all the actors are just talking about their experiences with the series and like how it's like meant for them and all the you know like the actors that they enjoyed working with or the you know some of their favorite memories or some of the things that they didn't like about working with it. You know, it's a really fun episode or whatever you want to call that little video. You can hear Missy. She comes tapping in. She's really curious about Vaughn, so she keeps coming in here to say hey. You know, Jamie, I considered doing a live reaction before we started watching the series, but a lot of people, you know, kind of talked about how reacting live would be a little distracting for us and for the people watching. I thought about just coming to the chat whenever it was like commercial break, but the app we use doesn't have commercials, so that wouldn't work. We don't use Hulu or anything, so it wouldn't work. But I was considering it, but I don't think it's gonna work out because I don't want to just be distracted by looking at chat and stuff, and I don't want the people that would be watching to be distracted either.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen. Maybe I saw something else. I'm not sure if that's what y'all are talking about. But I saw the one where like Sansa and like Arya and all the cast members were just talking about the series. So if that's what y'all are talking about, then it was really really good, and like I recommend you watch it.
How long is it?
It's about 5 minutes or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not super long. It's just like a quick word or two from each cast member and just some clips from like behind the scenes clips and things like that. It's really good. Cool. Yeah.
I might have to watch that before watch this episode.
Yeah, we should watch it before this episode. Well, thank you guys for everyone who has joined us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. A lot of you were, I wasn't able to respond to everybody tonight because so many people have posted predictions yet. Missy, get down. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Like I said, I like dogs, but I'm allergic.
The cast remembers. If it's the video where Sansa and Arya and all of them are like looking at the camera, I've seen that one, and it's really funny. Called The Cast Remembers. Have we talked about predictions, Jamie? Yeah, we have earlier. But just to restate before we go off for the night, we don't know. We don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't think any of the big people are gonna die tonight because I think it's still a little too early and there's still a lot to be done. So
we're gonna lose a lot of the hounds and jurors.
I think so. My theory, I think we might lose one big person, which would probably, if in my opinion, might be Jamie because he's just been on this like path of redemption and he's like it feels really self-sacrificing right now. Like I really feel like he wants to be he wants to help the situation and I think he wants to fight and he's not as good of a fighter as he used to be and I think he's gonna save Brienne. I think he's gonna sacrifice himself to save Brienne.
That might make sense in the love triangle that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. I think Theon might go tonight. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna be protecting Bran in the Godswood, and I don't know if the Night King himself is going to attack the Godswood, but I know a bunch of White Walkers are gonna be there, and I don't know if there's enough Ironborn to protect Bran. So I think it might be that scenario where Theon's like, someone like you take Bran out of here, I'll hold the last group off. But I think Theon's gone.
He'll pull a Hodor.
Let's see what else. I don't think Pod's gonna go Ginger. I think Pod's gonna stay.
You don't think Pod's gonna go Ginger? I think he's probably gonna stay Burnett.
Ginger is shut up. Ginger commented. Zurich, I love Zurich. Have y'all seen Zurich? He's like a mashup like music video maker of like series and I think I've showed you the one for Vikings before. He's fantastic. I'll have to show you. He's fantastic, but apparently he's made one for Game of Thrones. But I think we're almost done. That's my prediction right now. I think Jamie's gonna go. I think Theon's gonna go. I think Pod's gonna stay because Pod is gonna live through all of it, and he's gonna get knighted.
And he's gonna be a badass.
Yeah, he's gonna be a badass. He's gonna get knighted, and then he's gonna tell everybody what he did to those girls. What about you? Any predictions? Final predictions before we go?
Who dies this episode? Is that what you're saying?
Like I said, I think it's gonna be the Hound.
I think the Hound is going to survive until Clegane Bowl. If they don't do Clegane Bowl...
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
The fans would revolt. So I think he's going to make it to the second battle. Or at least until the mountain gets up there. He gets down to the mountain. So I think Sandor Clegane makes it through.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think might go
I think
tonight?
Everyone in the crypt.
Yeah, I'm worried about the crypts.
All gone.
Grey Worm? Ooh, Grey Worm. I think you might be right about
that. Oh, that would suck.
I think Grey Worm is done. That little conversation
about the future. That's never a good sign. That's never a good sign.
Man. Like, no, that was too. It was too sweet. You know what I mean? Like it was way too sweet. Sam and Gilly laying in bed with little Sam. Too sweet. They're done. That was straight up Titanic. Like, they're going down with the ship.
Yeah, and
straight up.
You think the thing we might see is the Night King walking out with little Sam? Like, taking little Sam?
I mean, that would be crazy. I don't know why I would single him out.
Because...
Well, he is Craster's son.
Yeah.
Oh, also true.
Huh.
So they could be coming for Craster's son and not Bran. That'd be interesting.
I wonder why, though. Like, what's in Craster's blood that would make...
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah.
Because he was definitely making White Walkers.
Yeah.
Out of Craster's sons.
Well, he was making whites out of them, right?
No, he was making White Walkers. Whites are the zombies.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he was making generals.
Yeah.
Out of his sons.
What if it's just like some sort of unbreakable vow that they made?
Yeah,
so
maybe.
Not necessarily
like a promise.
Blood, but they made a promise.
Like a deal that can't be broken.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because hasn't Craster's family been doing that for like a long ass time?
Yeah. I also was talking
This
to
person
someone...
says Tom Smith says Craster is a Targaryen. I think that might be a theory, but it's an interesting one.
It's cool. I've never heard of it or thought about it.
Yeah.
Explain, Tom Smith. I was talking to someone at work, and I was like, well, obviously shit goes down because Arya is running away.
Yeah,
they obviously
happening.
break through their line.
Yeah. And
then they were like, I think either Jesse or Sean at work, they were like, well, they could break through the line, or when she's running through the halls of Winterfell looking behind her, it's because he's raised everyone in the crypt.
Mm.
And that's why she's running within the walls.
Yeah.
It's because everyone in the crypts are whites.
Yeah. Everyone thinks that Gendry dies and turns into a white, and that's what she's running from. Damn. But I don't think she would run from Gendry. I think she would kill Gendry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think for her to be running, it has to be from a horde.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Especially with her new spear. Double lens spear weapon thing.
Yeah. And you, Vaughn, any predictions on your end?
My Hound prediction has been thrown out the window because now I want to see him fight Clegane. I didn't even think about that. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with him. I think Grey Worm might eat it tonight.
Yeah.
Just because that was really, really too sweet.
It was too sweet. Like, they don't give you something that nice without making you pay for it an episode or two later.
Yeah.
You know? It was too nice. It was too sweet.
I think it's 50-50 on the whole crypt thing, whether they're actually going to be like, bring him back. I hope it doesn't happen, but...
Yeah.
So we can do a coin toss.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, I think it's 30 minutes till the show starts, so we have to set up all the equipment and everything so we can record.
Gonna have a beer?
Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, yeah, I didn't get to drink. I've been focused on this. I haven't drank anything. So we're gonna drink some, get prepared, and we're gonna start recording. So, everyone who joined us tonight, thank you so much. It was really fun. Everybody, thanks for coming out.
Where's Tom Smith?
I thought he was explaining it for a while.
I thought he was going to. Maybe he's typing.
No, yeah, he explained it right here too. Indicated that Blood Raven.
Oh, it's
Targaryen bastard.
It's heavily indicated that Blood Raven, three-eyed Raven in the show, who's a Targaryen bastard, is his father.
Is Craster's father?
I guess. I don't know. Jamie Ruse, thank you so much for the $2.
Thank you so
That's
much,
awesome.
Jamie.
Jalil Valor, thank you for all the compliments tonight. She complimented all of us. Or he or she complimented all of us.
Is it Jalil? Like Jalil, not Jalil. That's not
it looks like
Jalil White.
It looks like Jalil.
Jalil Valor. If that's your last name, like...
It's a badass last name.
Hats off to you.
Yeah.
Jalil Valor.
Jalil Valor.
Joanne, thanks for coming.
It's a good album. We're just like...
Yeah, I just...
Comments, like, congratulating people on their names in this.
Yeah. I'm just telling about everybody. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining. I would love to stay and chat, but we are gonna get this thing going, so I'm gonna go off now. Hugs from Argentina. Hugs from Bored to Be Nerd and Punk Black.
Punk Black.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We're gonna go. We gotta get this thing going. So, thanks. Have a good night. We'll see you when I upload the episode.
We'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, we'll see you when you see you. Good night.